First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready? Y'all are waiting? Right here, 41 Mike. Come on, D! Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Breeze now. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Breeze able to find the veteran again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the 36, Breeze looking long for Thomas. This is caught and out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 33 yards that time.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
41 Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll run it with Kamara. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire?
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Zach Line taking it in. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. A shotgun snap for Watson. this one complete to Will Fuller. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now, this is just the 5th all-time meeting between the Texans and Saints here, taking place in Week 1. And they have split the previous 4 meetings. Of course, the Texans entering the league in 2002. But you would think that these two teams would have met more because the cities are only separated by 350 miles, I-10 connecting them. In fact, for New Orleans, Houston is the closest NFL city of any in the league. So it's kind of interesting that this is only the 5th time that they have met. The last time they got together, November of 2015, the Texans winning that one 24-6. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line.
1st down, Houston.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Watson going to give this one to Miller. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 19.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big men.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Marcus Davenport, the 1st rounder out of UTSA with a sack. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Watson with a give to Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use him a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On the ground, Kamara. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
It's now
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady. Check 41. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
On third and long, it's Breeze. And he finds Cook. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
You're good. Ready.
They'll run. This is Kamara. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. Breeze now to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
95-56.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Breeze on the bootleg. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. What's good on the extra point? And that pushes the lead up to 11. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. He's going to take off with it. And he's got some space here. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go. Check. Watch it before.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. It's complete to Fuller. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23.
A gain of 22 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. It's the fullback. His first NFL reception goes for 6 as his guys are back within a single score. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So
trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now Breeze finding Kamara. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Now Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Breeze to throw again. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. That's going to be caught. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in the game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
To throw on 2nd is Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They turn to the fullback, Gillespie, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
3rd and 2, Watson. Finding fouls complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Watson. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
It's complete. It's Miller. I call it no gain there on the first down play. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze. He'll air it out deep for top. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Thomas, the intended target.
I got it. Watch the safety creep. Kill.
After the interception, here's Watson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Watson now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Texans push further out in front.
Watson's pass complete to number 10, DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
This is it. UAT. Hey, let's get that home.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Watson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Demario Davis leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They have the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. To Sean Gibson. Give him the sack on the safety blitz. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the...
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Marcus Davenport. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. To try again after the sack. Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans push further out in front. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Breeze now. And now here is another interception. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over. Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Barthema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd down, Johnson looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Breeze. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Breeze. And Ging's got it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, but it's going to be second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Ready? 5-9. Check 55.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Breeze now on first down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints get a bit closer. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's got it. So they convert the 2 that keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. Miller with first down and more. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys